Hey, beautiful Aries, and welcome back to Cottage of Cups. Today we are going to be pulling cards for the month of August to see what's in store for Leo season. I must just have a little disclaimer. This may be coming to you slightly late. Signature Mercury in retrograde. I've been having all the tech glitches, all the internet issues, so I'm trying my best to push this out by August, by the beginning of August, but if not, hopefully it'll come to you when it's meant to. Perfect timing, divine timing, all the good stuff. So let us kickstart with a couple oracle cards and see what's in store for the month of August. Beautiful angels. Okay, right off the bat we have steady progress. So you may have been working towards something, a particular goal, milestone, and your angels are saying this is the month to make steady progress. It may not necessarily feel very quick, very fast. It may not be the end goal, but you are making progress, even in the moments when you feel a little bit stuck or stagnant. Let's see, any other messages that want to come through for Aries? Respect. Again, respect for yourself, respect for others, demanding respect in the areas where you feel like you're not very seen, you're not very heard, your opinions, your thoughts aren't quite respected. And then we have receive healing. Let me show you the respect card. Okay. A progressive month, a healing month, and also a very strong in the spine, demanding respect month. I like it. Okay, let us check in. We're going to pull out some tarot cards. Beautiful angels, please can you tell us what is the general energy or the general theme for our beautiful Aries in the month of August? Let's see what wants to come through. Okay. Alrighty, so we have the Queen of Swords and we have the Chariot. So the overall theme for this month is almost definitely, again, it speaks to the steady progress card, really just having a lot of drive, motivation, ambition towards the things that you are aiming for, your goals, your milestones, your dreams, all that good stuff. But the Queen of Swords comes in reversed. I'm almost getting the sense of like you're being very critical of yourself and your milestones and where you're meant to be. It's almost like you feel like you should be further along than you currently are. And I'm getting this very cold, self-critical energy, but it's towards yourself. Or perhaps there is someone around you who feels a little bit critical right now and not quite congratulating for how far you've come. It's like if you haven't met the end goal by now, it's a problem. It's not considered progress. It's like you're not considering the baby steps that are getting you to the ultimate goal. I'm going to clarify this though. Please, can you tell me, angels, why is this here? What's this overall theme? Okay, Page of Swords. Yes, okay. So we've got the Page of Swords, Queen of Swords. It feels like a demotion, right? You're not reaching that Queen of Swords energy. You're not making enough progress and you're critical. It's going quite slow, right? But there's progress nonetheless. So like the Knight of Pentacles is saying, yes, slow and steady wins the race. Yes, we are not impulsive. We are not just, it's the only horse that has all four hooves on the ground. It's grounded, it's stable, it's slow, but it's still progressive. Okay. Alrighty. I will also say with the Page of Swords here, there may be some information coming through to you this month. An email, a text, information regarding your progress, regarding this up level, this goal that you're wanting to achieve. Okay, but let's see. Beautiful angels, what is Aries energy for this month? Okay, King of Pentacles. Abundance, very confident in self, very stable, very secure. Again, it's got this rooted, stable energy that may feel slow, that may not feel progressive, but it's saying you are coming into a lot of abundance. This could be material wealth. This could be landing the particular job that you've been aiming for. You may also be in your provider energy, having to be the provider right now. And perhaps that's why there's this push towards having more progress, because there's a lot that depends on it. There's a lot of people who depend on it. But let's see, angels, why is the King of Pentacles Aries energy? Ace of Cups. Ooh. A new emotional experience. I'm hearing learning to fill your own cup. It's very self-reliant, very grounded, very focused on filling your own cup. Any other messages, angels, why King of Pentacles is the energy? Oh, Nine of Pentacles. Okay, guys, you're in your abundant high money mindset energy. You are self-sufficient, self-reliable, focusing on stability, material wealth. But the material wealth doesn't feel shallow. It doesn't feel I just want all the money for money's sake. It feels very emotionally fulfilling for you. There is something about earning this income, being the provider, having your assets, reaching your goals in the name of supporting others, in the name of supporting self, others. It's like there is a generosity to this wealth that feels very emotionally fulfilling for you. And so you're very much focusing on reaching this very particular goal where you feel incredibly abundant. It's a feeling for you. And I think that's what you're working towards. You want to feel rich. You want to feel abundant. You want to feel like your cup overfloweth. It's a feeling for you. It's not necessarily about the car, the thing. It's that abundance mindset, that very rich feeling. Okay, beautiful. Okay, beautiful angels, please can you tell us what is Aries block or challenge? Okay. Okay, we have the 10 of Swords. The Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. What I'm getting here is the ways in which you conform to achieve this wealth or abundance or progression. You need to break those chains. Something needs to come to an end with regards to your daily humdrum or the traditions or beliefs that you have very set in stone. Something needs to end. Something needs to switch up. And that's your challenge. Ending the traditional norms, deep-seated beliefs, perhaps even just switching up the ways in which you are considering progress or not considering progress. like the ways in which you're very self-critical. Switch that up. But let's see, tell me more about this. Yes, okay, so again, it's to do with, we have the King of Swords here. You need to kind of strategize. You need to have like a very clear strategy plan in place in order to achieve this progress. You can't just be feeling like, oh, I'm not making any progress. I want this feeling. I want this abundance feeling. I want my cup to overflow with. Something needs to end. There almost needs to be a little bit of discipline, and you need to strategize. It's like perhaps the traditional ways of achieving this progress is no longer working. So you need to get really clear what is working, what's not working in your daily routines. Each day that you wake up, are you working towards this goal? Or are there some behaviors or habits that are kind of hindering the progress? Get really clear, strategize. What needs to come to an end? Something to do in your commitments, your deep-seated beliefs that you've just kind of been, you're almost on autopilot. Just get really clear. What is serving my highest purpose? What is serving my highest progression? What is hindering my highest progression? Get really clear on that. That's going to be your block to end something, to cut something out, to gain clarity on the thing that is holding you back. Okay, and then we have the Fool to clarify. It's like something new has to be done. Something that hasn't been done before needs to be done, and you need to get clear on that. And it may feel a little risky. It may feel like a massive leap of faith. It may feel very unknown, like you're walking on foreign territory. It's not going to be the norm. It's not going to be the traditional. It's going to be different. It's going to be a switch up. It's going to feel foreign, but it's the leap of faith you need in order to make progress. Yeah, having to walk away from something. You're going to have to end something, walk away from something, someone who perhaps is contributing to this hindrance of your progress, who's a little bit of a block, an obstacle towards you and your goal. Okay, because I'm seeing you in a lot of leadership energy here. So you've got the skill set, you've got the capacity, you've even got the mindset to lead, to pursue, to make progress. But there's something in your orbit, your environment, your energy that is just holding you back, and you need to cut ties. Something needs to end, but you need to access your king energy. You've got the King of Pentacles, you've got the King of Swords. You need to be the king of your castle. You need to get clear, strategize, communicate. Okay, beautiful. And you know what I'm also seeing here with the Respect card in your Oracle deck, okay? Since you have a lot of high-powered kings in a very high-powered position, it's like command respect. So whether you are at your job and perhaps you're in a meeting and you feel like your voice isn't very heard, and in order to make progress within your position, you have to be heard in meetings, command the room. Perhaps it's in your family dynamics. Command respect, command the room. Speak your needs, use your voice. Be the king of your dominion. Beautiful, very powerful. Okay, beautiful angels, can you tell us what is the advice for Aries in the month of August? What is the advice? Okay, we have the Hanged Man. While you are in the phase where you feel like progress is a little slow, consider this delay or the sense of stagnancy or pause as an opportunity to look at something through an entirely new perspective. How can you look at things differently? How can you consider how to do things differently? And again, it comes back to something needs to end. Something needs to be cut out of your life, your environment, your relationships. The thing that's hindering your progress. You're being asked to really consider, to reconsider, to reevaluate. Okay, but angels, can you tell me a little bit more about the Hanged Man as the advice? Okay, Knight of Cups. Tell me more about this, angels. Okay, Knight of Cups, Seven of Cups. You might be, okay, for some of you, this might be in terms of a romantic relationship, just because we have the Knight of Cups here. But if not, it's like the energy I'm getting is you may receive an offer and you may have had lots of options, and perhaps you've been in a state of confusion, like not knowing which path to take, not knowing which offer to take, not knowing which route to pursue. But that fogginess, that confusion is lifting, and you're gonna, let me rephrase this. Since you've been in the space of pause, reconsidering, looking at things through a new lens, you're going to gain clarity around which path to pick, which offer to take, what is the next step. You're being asked to reconsider, pause, look at things through an entirely new lens in order to lift the fog, in order to rid the confusion around next steps towards said goal. Okay, let's see if there's any other messages that want to come through before we sign off. Any other final messages, angels, for our beautiful Aries? Okay. You're gonna be, so once you do all the things, right? You get clear, you strategize, you cut out the things you need that are hindering you. You're going to feel very proud of yourself, incredibly satisfied. Like the thing that you're working towards, you're gonna get it. This dude is lining up all his cups. He's chuffed. He's stoked. And he's clear. You move from 7 of Cups to 9 of Cups. Okay. I'm going to wrap it up here, beautiful Aries. Thank you so much for being here, for watching. And don't forget to like and subscribe if this video resonated. Until next time.